It's the King J, back with another Teach Me episode, but I am not alone. I am with one of the strongest jacks I've ever seen. You know,
Yes, sir. Yo, what's up, guys?
He goes by the name of Joe Crush. Let them know what you've been doing, man. I know you've been doing the online tournaments and winning, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, every day a tournament almost. It's good practice, and I don't like missing out on tournaments, so I try to join everyone. Yeah, it probably just builds really good resistance. Playing in so much brackets every day, you know. But yeah, man, it's what I do. It's what I love to do. So here to talk more about that, you know.
For sure. So like, if people wanted to know, like how do you find out tournaments? Like, what's your kind of like mindset? Because is it the Discord hangouts? Is it Twitter or X?
Okay, I got it down to a science, man. All you gotta do is go to Match Arena and start both of them, and just go to the events, Tekken 8, click on the Tekken 8 tab, and just look at what's coming up. Like, you can literally just every tournament that has a Match Arena is gonna be on there. So if they're up, you can find them. You know what I'm saying, straight at the source. Like, join them through there. They'll usually have Discord links. The thing with Start's UI is a little bit slower sometimes, but I mean, you could find them all on Start. You just gotta sift through them. Like, you'll see through. Oh, the tournament in Australia, tournament in you know, London, tournament in Peru. You know, it's like, okay, but you find the online ones. You know, so you just gotta scroll. You gotta dig. You know, especially now in like the first few months of 8, there's so many tournaments. You know, but that's how I find out about them. A lot of other people do too.
That's crazy. I've never used the UI of Start GG.
Yeah, it's
on Match
hard to
Arena
use,
like that.
but you can. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Really, if you want to get in there, you can get in there. That's what I tell people. I've done it on my own stream. I'm like, look, guys, everyone asks me, just literally search the what tournaments, you know. But usually, like, also, once you're in, you're in. Like, once you got the Discord, once you got follow them on Twitter, you'll see it every week. Like, TNS happens every Tuesday, AUIG happens every Wednesday. You start to learn the cycle, and you just kind of like know, you know, what's up, you know. And I've been doing it since Tekken 7, so I'm just super used to it.
That's good to have that hungry mindset, because that's what makes, you know, it kind of forms the competitive and pro players, right?
Yeah, you know, I hate the feeling of like, you know, seeing a tournament happen that I could have been a part of, and like seeing someone win that I could have beat. I'm like, man, you know, I missed out on it. You got it, like, easy one. You know what I'm saying? You're lucky I didn't know about that. But you know, that's how I'm like, I try to like make sure I don't miss ones. Also, it's just stream content. I like doing them on stream.
That's what's up.
I'll even do double brackets. I'll do, you know, playing 2 brackets at the same time.
Explain a bit about that, man. What do you mean double brackets? What, 2 tournaments at the same time?
Yeah, online, but usually the TOs, you just gotta communicate with them. You'd be like, hey, I'm playing in the Paragon ladder, and I'm playing in IFC Yipes tournament, just letting you know. And then they'll kind of just make sure, you know, the stream schedules kind of work with it a little bit, you know. But you know, it's kind of sometimes a little bit hard to do, but as long as you manage and talk with the TOs, it works out, you know. And it's kind of a common thing, especially with how many like new tournaments are going on. The game just came out. Not everyone has their own day anymore, so people got to fight for days and just work with each other.
Okay.
Just ends up happening.
That's crazy. Well, you know what? Enough about the pro and the competitive talk. We are here for the one reason. We have Jack 8 on the screen. We have the Jack 8 data installed in the robots, right? Let's just like go over, like, what do you think about the character in Tekken 8? Seeing as Tekken 8 is the latest installment of the series, and this character to me seems like he's the best he's ever been. I could be wrong though. Like, what do you think about Jack 8 in this game?
Well, they reworked him a lot. You know, like forward 1 doesn't knock down. His old down back 1-1 is different. And, you know, a lot of his old lows aren't as safe. But you know, I think you compensate that with the new system change. Like, low parries do less damage now, and it's more recoverable health. So like, even your lows can't be that good how they were in 7 and 6. I think they're thinking. So like, this is a little bit less plus. It's only +1. This is only +3. You know, and the trade-off is that when they do get low parry, you don't get a ton of damage taken off you. They can't be too oppressive. So that's one thing that's a bit of a rework, which there's pros and cons. I miss that. Same thing about forward 1. No natural. Other moves like that 12 frame mid got taken out, so he's a lot less like, I don't know, solid, a lot less like pokey, a lot less powerful in that regard, because a lot of his quick small Tekken tools got a little bit nerfed or taken away. But now we're working with Gamma Howl, and Gamma Howl's good too. It has some risk in it though. You gotta learn how to use it well. But I think with Gamma Howl, I'm learning how to use it, and I'm like starting to make it work. You know, he's a different character now, and I think I'm starting to like catch on how to play with it. You know.
Would you say there's like a lot of counterplay to Gamma Howl?
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing I was worried about. Was like, oh man, is my stance just gonna be totally useless at the high level? People will sidestep left, block, option select. And one thing that's useful about it is that there's some situations where they can't sidestep left block, but you can annoy them with like, say, the grab. The grab, you just force them to like break 1+2 every time. Like, okay, you know, you want to hit the option select every time. I'm just gonna test you, or you down with 1+2. And even if you try something, it might counter hit you, whatever. And then eventually they get kind of annoyed and they want to stop ducking that, or start ducking that, and you can maybe throw out a mid. That beats the sidestep left, option select. The main thing besides that is like just doing nothing. Like I'll do forward 3, Gamma Howl, or just forward 3, and just like let them do it, just wear them down. But I'm not going into stance. I'm just kind of threatening it. Same thing after like 1-1, or forward 1. You can kind of just wear them down, like force them to try to defend all the time. But eventually you're gonna crack them, you know. But you know, if you try to do it too haphazardly, the stances can get pretty easily countered. Just be careful, you know, especially going for the guard break. It's a high. That's duck and launch for like half your life. The Gamma Howl 4, like trying to frame trap them, duckable high, also being able to sidestep. Like, you know, it's just a lot of risk with this stance, so you don't want to like throw it out too much. You just want to save it for key moments.
Okay, that's quite interesting. So the throws are still the same, right? With Jack, you know, like we was talking about, like, you know, obviously I personally think Tombstone is like one of the better throws, and the 2 break throw away, throw jump in the air seem to be the better throws for Jack. How do you feel how do you feel about these throws in Tekken 8?
First off, the Tombstone, the Oki got a little bit nerfed. It's harder to like just down forward to them.
Okay.
Because they can get up and block quicker. So what you have to do is like do an adjust frame back 1+2 almost. But that's kind of hard because that's -19 if you mess up. So there's just slightly like tighter Oki that you have to hit here. And also it's a bit different of like what hits them standing up, what hits them like rolling away, like holding back.
Oh, let me hold back instead.
Yeah, like holding back will make that whiff. Whereas like if you hold up right here and I do back before, it'll like, you know, hit you. Like
it might be different.
There's a lot of inconsistencies. Yeah, it's a little harder on the parsec, but the point is like there's a lot of inconsistency, like variation now on the Oki. Whereas before it was like I'm gonna do down forward 2 and hit you if you do anything, you know. And if not, then I'm just gonna like hit you with a low, or just, you know, something like that. So the Oki on this got a little bit nerfed, but besides that, it still does insane damage. And I think the most crucial thing about it is that it went from 10 to 11 frames. I used to have like almost like a 10 frame giant swing in 7. You know, like 2 jab into Tombstone was a real amazing frame trap. It was like a real frame trap, you know. Oops.
Yeah, nah, definitely. So
now that it's like 11,
the throw was 10 frames before. Sorry to interrupt. It was 10 frames before.
Yeah, it was 10 frames before.
Wow.
So I mean, it's more in line with all his other throws now, I guess. I mean, that one's 11. I think these used to be a little bit slower. They might have been 12. Like now, yeah, it's just all the throws are 11 frames in this game for some reason. So a little unfortunate. I missed my 10 frame throw, but I think the other ones got buffed a little bit. So I mean, it's kind of another trade-off.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides that, the other one, Volcano Buster. Of course, this one's amazing. Launching throw and all that. You can end up getting some silly damage off this. Usually about like almost half life if you burned all your resources. And even without burning resources, you can get a pretty nice combo. It's like usually my usual B&B. Oh, she wrote out right there. But you can do like something like this. A little hard on the parsec.
Ooh.
I mean, you try to get up. If you try to get up, you can get a combo.
That's crazy.
So you just want to make sure you stay down and get your grounded hit. But yeah, pretty much it's almost like the Marduk throw. It's almost like Marduk throw damage now. Only thing is it's a little bit of a hard input. Once you like master it and just hit these every now and then, it's super awesome. Especially using them as like armor punishes. Like some armor moves are minus 14, 13, 12. And this one's 11, so if you could like buffer it perfectly, you get like up to an 11 frame punish, but it's kind of like almost task skill execution. I don't know if I'll be able to pull off on a real match, but at least around like 12 or 13 or 14 frames, you could hit this as a punish on armor moves. Also, it's like a good counter hit. Counter hit throws are hard to break, so like almost like an 11 frame attack. I can unlock this amount of damage on a counter hit. It's like kind of crazy. So in a game where throws are super amazing, they track, do all kinds of like unscaled damage. They don't give you great health. You take away real health. Besides the combo ones, all the floor break, the wall blast. Like Jack is excelling in the throw game, so that's one reason why he's pretty good. He's always had a good throw game, but in a game where throws are so important, it just makes it that much better,
No, for sure. All right, let's talk about his punishment with frames. So like, say for example, I just wanted to pick up Jack. Like I can watch this video back again. Like, what are his punishments from like 10 to 15, and then we'll go over his while standing punishment.
Yeah. Okay. So with Jack, we have a very unique 10 frame. We got a 4-2. We don't have like a Mishima flash punch combo. We just have this singular smack. 22 points. It's okay. It's not the best damage, but it's +5, so you get pretty much 50-50 on hit. You can do forward one, comeback one, even like crouch throw. You got +5. You can do anything right there. Also, the main thing to note about this is like the range. So it's super useful for like moves where there's like a lot of pushback. You need to cover a lot of distance. But that is for the 10. For 11, we have the 2-3. It used to be 2-1. Now this one does like less damage. And mainly just used as like a poke because it's safe on hit. Now as a punisher, if you need to punish something, you want to unlock that knee. So you like more frames, more damage. Only thing is you don't want to do it on block because it is punishable on block. And then for 12, they hooked us up super huge with 12 frames in this game. This used to be 13, now it's 12, and puts them in +8, or you at +8 into Gamma Howl. So this is huge. This is, the range is still could use some love on it. The hitbox on that first one is not the best, but situations where you can land it, this 12 frame is so good.
Okay.
One of my favorite things to do is I'll just do 12 frame punishable into just 50-50 mix. I'll hit him with the mid or guard break right there. But yeah, you can do lots of damage off of that just by getting a 12 frame punish off, and then with the shoulder, that'll be your 13 frame. This one's still good for wall splats. The damage on it's actually less than the 12 frame.
So what's the notation for that?
Shoulder?
Oh yeah, down forward 3+4.
Yeah, down forward 3+4. The damage wise and like Oki wise, it's not as great as like 1-1, I would say. I mean, knockdown they can just get up pretty easily, but it's mainly good for like at the wall. You want to punish a hop kick. A lot of people love to hop kick you at the wall with your Jack because they're afraid of your lows. So if you could just stuff them in the wall, like a bully, like stuff them in the locker, and then just bait them to hop kick, like boom, into the wall, full combo, and your 13 frame becomes like super huge in that way.
Okay.
And now for the 14 frames, he's got 2. He's got one that's like just for pure damage, 4-1-1. Not the greatest Oki because they like go far away, they get up in time to block and everything. But yeah, 38 points, wall splats, and then the next one's gonna be back 1+2. This one does 28, and it's a heat engager. And if you have heat, You can get like a little mini combo.
Oh.
You know, max damage is gonna be blue upper here. Oh, whoops. Blue upper makes it do pretty good grip. Oh, whoops. Having a hard time hitting it.
Nah, you're good.
Arsec. 56. So ends up doing a big chunk. And I think, you know, once they revert the game, that's how it used to be. At the wall, if there's a breakable floor, I could hit this right here, break the floor. Same thing if there's a breakable wall or a wall explosion. I can down back 1-1-2 at the wall and break it.
Jeez.
So there's like some real good potential, even though it's, you know, not a true combo in some of these situations. So your 14 frame can end up being pretty huge damage off of that one with heat. And with the 15, we have down forward 2. Now he's always had down forward 2. And it used to be this by itself. But they changed it. Another rework in this game. Of course, this was always minus 14 on block, just throwing this out. But what you're supposed to do as a punish confirm. If I know something's minus 15, if I know I'm gonna whiff punish something with down forward 2, I'll do the down forward 2-1 charge. And the reason why you want to do only as a punish confirm is because this makes the move super launch punish control. Like, just block the first hit for me. All this time, I'm just in your face, like, unable to block. And you can just kill me with whatever. As opposed to just being minus 14, you know? You don't want to put yourself in that position just throwing it out. So as a punisher, that's when you want to do it mainly. Only when you know it's going to hit. But when you do, you get rewarded huge for the damage. So yeah, get hit by it again.
Here we go.
You know, this is kind of like the B&B. It's like the easy mode, 76 damage. You can get it like, you know, a lot harder combos. Pull it off right there. But just like get about at least like a 12-point boost to your like usual B&Bs, which is like a regular down 4-2 combo. Only thing is, like, you know, these ones do have like more wall carry. But like in the shorter stages where you don't need all the wall carry, being able to do like just stack on the damage in a short distance is like super useful. I'd also say you just need his kill and you want real max damage, you know. You can pull off some real crazy max damage situations. Like, this is kind of like easy mode combo.
Oh, you can cancel. You can cancel that as well into the. Whoa.
Yeah. So hit. I mean, I'm trying to hit the hard version, but that's kind of hard.
Shit, this
You can get a 4.2 right here, but oh, I'm sorry. Let me do it again. So this is kind of like, yeah, the usual. Try to come on. 94.
Wow.
I mean, you can do a little bit more, but that's kind of like, you know, just a little glimpse into the damage you can end up doing with the optimized combo. So it's super useful to do, but the same token, if you just try to throw it out, you end up killing yourself, which you don't want to do, you know. So only as a punish confirm. Let that rip, you know.
Cool. And
Yeah,
then
that covers it from mainly 10 to 15.
sick. So what about like while standing punishments, like, you know, 10, 11
Yeah.
to like,
Okay.
you know, launch.
Yeah, in 8, he got hooked up so freaking huge. I mean, used to be pretty basic in the old games, but now, like, yeah, we'll just go over every single option. He has everything. So, I mean, first with 10, he has down 1. I mean, there's a very few niche situations where you need exactly minus 10. And I mean, instead of getting nothing, you might as well down 1. This is just, you know, a 6 on hit. Just generic. I mean, you can skip over this. You could recover in standing by holding forward after this, by the way. So like, even say you get like the little 10 frame punish off, you recover in standing, you do like in a standing attack.
Oh.
4-2, frame trap, a grab, or you can stay in crouch, do R's in 4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just a little niche 10 frame. 11 frame, we got Rising 4. It's just, you know, chunky mid. It does about like 20 points plus 5. Same as always. It's been the same forever. Decent damage. If you need something like farther range or like something a little bit more niche, you can do down 2-1. Like an extra pushback. Down 2-1 is like minus. It's 11 frames too, and this is natural combo for 14. So again, it's just for other niche situations. Down 2-1 works.
Okay.
And for 12, we actually have a 12 in this game. This is one of the new punishers we got. We got full crouch down 4-4-2. This one's huge because you get hella hit confirm the first hit into the second one.
12
And if you're late,
frames.
that last hit won't come out.
This is 12
Like,
frames.
it has a fail safe to it. Yeah, that's 12 frame. So not even 13 frame. It looks like a 13 frame or 14 frame. Like, no, 12 frames. Like, it's so powerful.
Nah,
37
I
points.
don't. Listen, 12 frames is crazy. What?
That's crazy. They hooked him up with the 12 frame and this one. Like, yeah, they hooked us up. And +4 in crouch too. +4, still pretty good. Not the best, but in crouch as well. It's you know, you can't complain. It's pretty decent. Breaks to like a Warzing 4, you know. It's pretty big. It's just a little big increase. And that's for the 12 frame. For 13, I don't think we have 13. I mean, technically crouch throw 12 to 13. The crouch throw punishes are real, but you know, only on crouching opponents. So I don't even think it'll work on full crouch down back 1. It'll work on like say like down 4. Okay, try down 4. So down 4 is -15, but this will work on throws up to like -12.
Okay.
You know, like obvious example, dragging up down 2. Classic example. But there's a lot of situations where opponents are in crouch, and you just get a free heat engager. You know, it doesn't do, it does a little bit less damage. This does like 27, right? This one does 25. But you know, you get the heat engage, you get Oki a little bit. Like that's a good trade-off, I think.
Yeah.
Then you can do the other one too, the little smack. That one ends up doing I think like 30 points and breaks the floor. So like this can turn into a launcher on like certain stages with the floor break. So I mean you know you could launch punish Dragon up down 2 with this almost on you know certain stages. So that's huge to remember. Just it's kind of like more high level punishment. I've been getting better and better at it. Sometimes you forget. It's just so easy to Warzing 4, but in 8 we gotta level up as Jack players. We gotta make sure to use all our options. We get too many good ones to not use or to use.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but 13, we don't have anything for 13, unfortunately. We got to jump into 14.
Okay.
At 14, we got 2 1s. We got Warzing 2-4 and Warzing 2-1. And at first glance, you would think that this one's max damage, Punisher. There's 36 and wall splats and everything. You can, you know, you can run up almost 2. It would take a minute to get up, so you can run up and kind of just mix them. But actually, Warzing 2-1 right here is a little bit more damage because of the follow-ups. You pretty consistently get a follow-up, either like back 3. If they try to move, you can get like back 1+2 for extra. If they stay on the ground because they don't want to like get hit, like stay on the ground.
What's that?
If they stay on the ground because they don't want to get hit by that, they blue upper.
Ooh. This
You know,
character
you can
is
loop it again.
nasty.
Yeah, here, you want to stay on the ground?
Oh, sorry,
If I hit you with a stomp, you know, say I do hit you with a stomp, I can just do it again. Like, if you try to get up, it's a bit of an Oki trap right there.
Nah.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff.
Aye.
So it's just
Joe Crush,
just like-
listen, these Jack players, sorry to interrupt again, my bad. But you
no
see
problem,
these
no problem.
Jack players, not you. We have certain Jack players that are in Europe here that they downplay this character. And from what I'm seeing of this is insane.
Look, no, man. This is years and years of scavenged tech and putting things together, making it work. But you know, I'm finding a way to make it work, and it's still, I mean, you know, it's like nothing's guaranteed. You can outplay me, you can get better, and make me mess up, and you know what I'm saying, I can get launch punished for some of this stuff, but it's just about outplaying your opponent, you know. With Jack, it's just something you always have to do. So, you know, he has to work for his wins still. Nothing's handed to him. It's not like Dragon Out where he plays himself. You know, it's just like it's like the, you know, SpongeBob roller coaster ride. Like how hard this is. Like we just winning all the way to Evo. You know, Jack, it's a whole nother ball game. Like I'm thinking, you know, I'm working.
That's crazy. So what other stuff like while standing wise, like you got like while standing. What? Well, we're on 14, right? So, oh gosh, that's
Oh yeah.
That was
So I mean, at the wall, I mean, you know, this one wall splats, of course. So if you're at the wall, you want to use that one. It's just huge because, you know, down 4s in this game are like -15 at least. So many times people try to close out a game with a real quick down 4, and I'll just get a quick block, Wars 2-4, boom, blue upper, huge damage. You know, really get my punishment in this game. But yeah, neutral, do Rsing 2, back 3. Yeah, and I want to show you a really cool wall Oki technique right here.
Alright,
So
what do you want me to do? Crouch?
It's kind of a scrub killer, yeah. Just yeah, try to just keep holding up. Just keep holding up when it hits you.
Oh, okay, go on.
See. But yeah, you can kind of just loop this overs and overs. And I mean, so many people just will fall into this. Even good players will like get hit by like a few loops of it. And it ends up being kind of like an infinite.
No.
And I've already hit clips where like people would tech roll out of it, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to tech roll out of it. Then people will try to like take their punish in my back, and I'll just let out like a bubble. Back 3. I'm sorry, the parsec is messing me up.
No, you're good. You're good.
The first you get, you guaranteed back 3, and then you let it rip. Yeah.
Wow.
Eventually, you get to my back, and I hit you with the blue, the bubble bursts. And the bubble burst, you know, you can engage. You get combo off of it. You get a lot of things.
What is going on? What is...
It's just an Oki trap. I mean, you gotta tech roll out of it. It's like Lars, when Lars do 4-3-2, 4-3-2, 4-3-2 overs and overs. But I don't know, sometimes people at the wall, they just don't know what the hell's going on. They just get hit. And even good players get like 1 or 2 times, you know. And by then I took out like another 40 points of damage, so it's just more useful tech at the wall to throw out. Especially that because at first it's guaranteed. It makes them think they're stuck. I mean, but only the first one's real, and then after that, I mean, you can just find a different way out, you know. But that covers the 14 frame. For the 15 frame, you have Wall Rising 1. I hit on the 16 frames. I guess sometimes be careful because it says 15 to 17.
Ooh.
But I mean, as long as you're close, it should be 15. I'm gonna be real mad if the 16 frame Wall Rising 1 on a 15 frame block punishment. That would suck, but I mean, this works pretty well so far, so I mean, I would rely on it. It's always been a classic 15 frame attack. Oops. But you know, this is like kind of the basic combo.
It's crazy because
that damage.
That one hit at 16, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like at range it must do that, but I mean, if I you know block a hell sweep or something, I feel like it should work. I mean, I haven't found a situation where it messes me up, but maybe, I'm pretty sure there'll be something like that in the game. But also with this combo, I think you could do this. Let me see if I can still hit this on the parsec. Come on. You can't hit that. Let me see.
Should I try?
Yes.
All right, let's see.
You try it. That combo was working earlier. Hey, give it some distance. Give it some distance. Don't run up to me.
Oh, stop. Ooh. Oh, you mean to charge in it?
You gotta charge it, yeah.
Okay.
It's not working right now, but you can usually.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
What?
Yeah, so you can do like that. You can do some pretty good damage off this. There's a bunch of different combo routes. Like with Jack, you can be super creative now. Especially in heat. There's like this cool heat combo he has out of this. Maybe like that. Something like that, you know.
Nah. That's crazy.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff.
Hey, now you're making me want to play Jack. You know, I'm not even gonna lie. This is making me want to play Jack. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, when you put the time in him, man, he's fun. He has in this game, he's just so much more possibilities. You know, especially playing around with heat. He's got some cool heat things.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I don't know. He's just more complete. I mean, you know, everyone's a little bit more homogenized. And you know, with Jack, I'm just trying to put my tools together. You know, I love my new combos. Basically, new combos are awesome. Just the amazing wall carry. This new string right here is amazing. Just for the carry and ease of use it has. Having that tornado is really useful. But yeah, what else should we move on to the punishment? There's only one more that's above 15 for crouch punishment.
Yeah.
That would be up 1+2. This is 19 frames, and originally I didn't even think about using this. I only did it because sometimes from crouch I want to do up 1+2. But on certain situations where they're like really close to you on a like let's say a low block stun, for example, Kazuya Hell Sweep. I could they'll be close enough to me where I can hit this. It's in my range to hit that. And of course, you know, Kazuya Hell Sweep low block stun is like minus 25 or something around there, you know, and this is 19. So there's like a really niche potential for like huge punishment. Like say, you know, you do some kind of super launch punish below, hit you with this. Here, just hold forward into me. Gives me access to this combo, the charge up forward one. And you know, you can see the damage potential there. It's like super huge, you know, compared to like say, you know, Warzing 1. Warzing 1's good, but for huge lows that I block, you know, whenever they make Fangs full crouch down forward 1, low block stun, I'm about to do this to all the Fangs. Trust, everything out there. All the low block stuns, I'm gonna hit with it. Zuya Hell Sweeps, Devil Jin Hell Sweeps. I don't know about Eddie Hell Sweeps though. You might be too low, but any other ones, you know.
What about debug? What is debug in this again?
Oh man. Yeah, the debug's dead, dude. I don't know if you heard. I mean, they've been dead for a while. Like, debug. Yeah, I mean, first off, we don't got the blue one, but let me show you. Okay, so this is the regular. It's 29 frames.
29 frames.
29.
That's
It
why I
used to
don't
be
see that
what,
move.
Like 22, 23.
Yeah.
I'll do this move on accident, and people will have so much time to look at it. I see people who don't even know it's coming and still block it. Like in the game, I can see they were totally not prepared, but there's so much time to block it. They're like, oh, like last second block. It never hits. Like, it's so bad in this game. And then there's the easy input with down forward 1+4. It's even slower. The easy input is 34 frames. Look how slow he is. What would you even give me this for? For what reason? 34 frame move. Minus 37.
Jeez.
This is ridiculous.
Why do you think?
Yeah, you can also do another one of his big lows.
Why do you think they made it that slow?
I don't know, dude. Like, well, because first off, I understand they want to compensate with the easy input. I get that, right? Same thing why like this one does less damage and it's not blue sparks. Okay, it's easy. He's got to have some kind of trade-off. But like trading off on the frames on a seeable low like that is not the way to do it. I mean, just do the same thing, like less damage. You know, I don't know. Maybe less Oki. I don't know, maybe more punishable on block, but like to just make it slow. I don't understand. It's just useless. Not to mention like the first one's already useless, like 29. You know, and this is coming from like Tekken 7, where at the LCQ I was popping people with the blue upper rage drive, the blue rage drive, like the 21 frame, 19 frame blue spin. Like that one was just killing people left and right. Like if you timed it right. And I first thought like maybe I could still time it right. Maybe I could still find some ways to make it work, but it's just too slow, man. I mean, just look at the numbers, bro. 30 frames, anyone can react to that, you know. Only bonus to it is I think it's like the Oki's better on it when you do hit it by like some miracle. Like you could always get like running 1+2 when they try to hold up. On the free rare occasions I have hit it, they try to hold up because no one knows what to do because no one never get hits by it anyways.
Yeah.
They just try to hold up and I'm like, oh, I got a free 1+2. So it's almost like a little mini combo, I guess. But like, again, it should never work at the highest level. It's too slow.
Damn.
So yeah, it's really tragic. I mean, it doesn't even counter hit launch. Like I would understand, like, okay, if I could time it right under some jabs, maybe, right? But no. I mean, even that, it doesn't. There's nothing to it. So I try not to use it. The only time I use it is on accident. Like, say if I'm trying to go for like blue upper.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll kill myself doing debug. You absolutely kill yourself.
Damn.
You know, the opponent has so much time to like just tech roll and see it and block.
Yeah.
And so it actually serves as a punishment. Like, it actually hurts me that this move's in the game because it only serves to kill me when I mess up. You know, there's no other thing it does in the game besides that. You know, sometimes you mess up and get debugged. So it's insane. This move is just pure punishment.
Do you reckon
Players, I don't know why they did this to us.
Do you reckon they'll buff it?
Hurt us. I don't know. I mean, what are they gonna do? Increase the speed? Like, can they do that? Like, I think they can, right? They made moves faster before, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I feel like they I don't really get why they would nerf that move that bad. Like that's like one of the slowest slows I've ever seen.
And even then, like, How much are they gonna buff it? Because it's 29. What do you give it, 5? Because even 5 is 24. Like, I mean, it's better, but it's still 24. You know, like it needs to be back around like the 21 to 22 range. No, 23 to 20 range, something like that. You know, even like a little bit of like if you did only give me like 2 or 3 frames to 26 or 25, it's still bad. So I don't know. I've just accepted this move is dead. I mean, maybe hopefully in the future they'll buff it to where it'd be good. Realistically, what I want them to do is like give me to compensate. Give me the old rage drive out of Gamma Howl. Like let me use it in heat. Like no, in heat I got this. The mid that launches it's safe. I got the guard break. Give me a third option that's a low. That's just the debug. That would be tight. You know what I'm saying? And also it would help with a low out of Gamma Howl. It would help with his tracking out of Gamma Howl. So that's actually one of my wish lists is on for Jack that I want to make. I'm like, fine, y'all took away debug. Y'all love Gamma Howl so much, give it to my Gamma Howl. You know, good trade-off, I think.
Interesting. All right, cool. So I just want to go over his heat options quickly and then talk about like maybe 5 moves you use and then we'll wrap it up. So what in the heat, like what are the stuff that you like using? Like his heat perks?
Okay, so first the guard break. That's kind of like the main thing you got to do. Just show it to your opponent so they can be afraid. It's kind of like Steve back 1. You just have to do it. Like you just have to rep it when you have it in the game. I mean, you can only do it so many times in heat, but mainly like when you get like a Gamma Howl like parry and you get access to the Gamma Howl charge, and like do like a 2-2. So like that, you can start to make a guard break. Or just if I'm in heat, of course, you know, I can make a guard break. And you could use it like, you know, maybe about like 3 times. If I get like a full stick of heat, if I get it off a heat engager. So just placing those correctly is huge in heat. You just have to make your opponent afraid so you can open them up. Because, you know, guard breaks are pretty crazy. We're working with guard breaks in 8. And then next, besides that, is they're going to be the 50-50 to that, which is the tracking mid. Because the mid can be ducked and stepped. So what you do is you just do the mid that tracks. And in heat, it's usually -10. You get a grounded hit. I mean, not in heat, but in heat it turns into a full launch. That's super useful. And a dope thing about this is like if I'm in heat already, it gets access to this super combo right here. You know, it doesn't take away all my heat, but I can save room for that. It's kind of like a parsec combo, not too crazy, but mainly that first part with the chargeback too. So that can end up being a lot of damage. So that 50-50 is really strong. That's kind of one of the main things you do in heat. Besides that, you do the back 1+2. This one, it's almost like Fang's shoulder. Like Fang's shoulder, you know how you use it in neutral, and if you can just place it in the right place, you can stop people from mashing on you or like taking their turn. It is risky though. It's launch punishable, just like Fang's shoulder, right? Okay. But in heat, you can make a plus on certain situations when you burn your heat. So this is super good. Like, you know, I feel like it's a good comparison. The Fang shoulder and heat, they're both heat engagers, crazy quick mids that like go half screen and cover a lot of options.
This
and the tracking on it is ridiculous. Yeah. So this move is just like 100% like just own the neutral move, like, you know, into 50-50. So many times, I mean, you could just straight into mix, like your +5, just I'm like 1. So every time I hit this, it's like not only do I just kind of own the neutral, like I just bully you into it, I'm just taking a 50-50 just because I want you to. Just pure Tekken 8, you know.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And of course, you know, you can get the easy running moves out of it too. You get the easy running 1+2. You do another dope one is running 2. Running 2 is dope. +6, and it gives you the guaranteed 10 frame on hit. Cool situations. See, like when you enter heat like that right here. Boom, and then if I do hit that, I can get the heat smash. That's like natural combo. So that'll break a wall if that hits, you know.
Oh my god.
So that's pretty dope. It's slow and super linear though. So it just has to be careful with that one. It's just a nice alternative to like running weapons too.
Yeah, this is the stuff I have not seen. Like, bro, I have not seen all of this stuff. Like, I've seen in tournament stuff be happening, but you know, like we have like players in Europe that will be like, yeah, Jack is not that strong. There's counterplay, all of these things, and I'm just looking at this and I'm like, wow, this character looks so strong. Like
another huge one is this one right here. Speaking of like good stuff to do in heat, this is a natural combo and counter hit. It's 15 frames, so I mean it's not the craziest, but the damage it ends up doing, and then if I'm in heat, it turns into a combo. You know, so just one thing I'm also starting to do with here is kind of like hit confirming it. So I'll go into 4-3, and yeah, you do have to go into stance, but like there'll be the situation where I go into the stance and I'm still deciding on what I want to do, and I'll see that it'll counter hit, and I rep the 4, and I'll get a combo. So it's almost counter hit confirmable as well. This right here, so you don't have to just go and like spam the high every time and risk your life. You know, you can actually like take a second to recognize. You end up getting a huge combo like that. I dropped a little bit, but you see the combo.
Is there a different counter hit confirm that you have from normal hit to counter hit with that with forward 3? Is there like another different animation like?
Yeah, because forward 3 just kind of gets his head knocked back a little bit, and there's no like big spark. Forward 3 they go like a little bit down. Like you can kind of there's a big spark. Jack almost like collapses on himself, you know, and you see the big spark. So there's just a lot going on the screen. It's a distinct animation that I can kind of tell. Compared to like standing 4-3. Standing 4-3, it's not a lot going on. I mean, on hit.
Yeah.
You know, not a lot going on. Kind of stays the same position. This one is a lot different. You can kind of tell, you know. To confirm the 4. That way, you can also like, you know, you say you recognize it doesn't it doesn't counter hit. You can be ready with like the mid counter play. You can be ready for the armor. You can be ready like, oh, didn't hit, let me grab you.
Whoa, wait. We need to talk about the armor because I don't understand the armor. Like, what was just that? What did you just do?
So I call this the bubble. Bubble burst pretty much. This move, it's a special mid. It's 20 frames out of stance. And it has like an AoE attack pretty much almost like it's like travel to my side or back. Sidewalk. It'll hit that direction. It'll hit that direction. It's pretty much a bubble burst, you know. And so it also activates his armor. So and you know, if I hit it on regular hit, it becomes a heat engager. I activate heat, I get the full stick and all that. And if I hit it like that, it turns into a combo. But I have to be already in heat, you know.
What?
Yeah, you can heat dash from it. And the only bad thing about it is that it's minus 13 on block. So you do have to be wary of getting punished.
Is it hard? Is it hard? Oh, okay. So
yeah, this right here. The only thing is like it has some pushback on it sometimes. Like, of course, I'm in your face. It'll not have that much. But if it hits you like tip range, it might be a little bit difficult at 13 frame, you know.
Damn.
And then plus the same thing, it's a heat engage. So say I don't want to get punished, I can just make it plus on block, you know. So this move is super cheap. One of my favorite things about it is like, you know, doing it when someone's on my back. Yeah, like go to my back again and block. You'll be on my back thinking you can get a punish. Then I'll just heat engage. Oh shit, go around. I'll just heat engage and like plus range.
Nah.
It's pretty cool. It's like a failsafe. It mainly when I go for like okay like this, someone sidesteps me. I'll be like, oh, you want to sidestep? AoE bubble launch, you know.
Bro,
so it's pretty dope.
What was that? No, wait, we can't just skip past that. What was that?
The AoE bubble. Hey, look. Okay, so do the sidestep left option select like people always do.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna do 4-3.
Yeah.
And I say I'm gonna try to do the guard break.
Go on. So you want me to duck?
Yeah, see you do that.
Oh,
so basically, it covers that, you know. But there's other options like people want to duck the mid. Like you can sidestep this right here. Jacket might be hard. We can't sidestep that much, but say try the 3. Try the 3. It's like the slowest option. Get a good sidestep in. You really walk it, actually. Just walk it.
Okay, cool.
You can get to my back. So
Oh, let's say let's try again one more time.
just try to walk the 3. You know, so it's kind of risky. I mean, sidestep is a good counterplay, but anytime I want to catch someone for sidestepping, I can also hit that. You know, so it serves like a tracking move almost too. Yeah.
Nah, this character.
I mean, and you know what's the funniest part about it? Is that okay? This move is really good, but it's because it's part of the new thing. They want Gamma Hall to be super good. Like, and one big like hint I got was in the customization panels, every character like has a move like you could put on your character customization, your panel customization.
Yeah.
And in, you know, the old games used to be forward 1
Mm-hmm.
and 7, and every other character's game like electric, or you know, King. I don't know, might be instant shining wizard or something.
Yeah.
Jax is the bubble. It's 3+4, 3+4. That's how important this move is. They think it's the main move. It's the new move. That's the hint to them. Like, this is the new Jax new move. No more forward 1. No more whatever. It's bubble time. Bubble burst. So it just goes to show, like, it's a new character. They want us to use new things. Focus on new things. You know, excel in Gamma Hell usage. So, no. It's really good, and it's like that's the direction they want to go, and that's the vision for Jack they had, you know. So I'm just trying to make it work, you know.
You're definitely showing it, man. So like, all right, what is you see with the one where he goes into this armor and then he punches you? How does that work?
This one.
So like when you do it, like it's like he absorbs the attack, then he punches you back.
Okay, so that one I'm actually still making a little bit of a guide on. It's pretty complicated. It's the reason why it's kind of a hard time. But basically, it's just a parry, like or like it absorb attacks, like it's like Giga's Gamma Howl, where he like absorbs attacks, but a little bit different. I can't eat everything. I can only eat like a few attacks, like 2 or 3 with the first one. For example, like I was playing against a Leroy, and Leroy he really struggles because Leroy has so many punches. Like by the 4th or 5th one, like I have to do something else. It's getting a little bit ahead of myself, but just try to do like 2-1 on me. Do 2-2-1. A 2 jab 2-1. 2 jab 2-1. You can eat about like 2 or 3 hits, right? But if you want to eat more than that, to like, you know, just tank through a lot of stuff, then you have to use the next hit, which is like an armor move. So now do 2-1, 1+2.
Oh, hold on, let me do it again.
2-2-1, 1+2. Try again. 2-2-1, 1+2. Let's do a 2 jab first so I can get ready.
Ah, okay.
Oops, a little bit too slow. My fault. 1 second. So yeah, if I want to go through those hits, if I try to attack, I might get hit out. Try again, 1 second. 1 parsec. So like I'm trying to attack and I just get hit through that, you know what I'm saying? Because the string's not over yet. But what you have to do is you have to use another one of his armor options, which is the bubble, or while you're in gamma charge, the 2. Let me try the bubble first. See, like if I want to tank it all, I have to use the bubble. It's like 2 armor moves. So if I try to just armor through the first part and attack, I'll get hit out.
So wait, so the Gamma Howl, the 3+4 Gamma Howl has armor with 2 hits. So that's where he gets the
About
punch.
2 or 3, yeah. Because after that, Jack he won't be able to hit anymore. He'll just get hit. Or if you try to punish something, the armor window will like go out and like now you have to attack, do something. So you know, for example, characters like Leroy, they don't stop. You have to use another armor move. So that's kind of like the base of like making sure it works. Make sure you have to do like one of the armor moves. And the second one would be Gamma Howl 2, because this only has armor and heats. And only in heat will this have armor. But you kind of get like a one-time access to heat versions of moves when I gamma parry you. That's another distinction. Like, so try to do the same thing. Do 2 jab, 2-1, 1+2.
All right. Hold on.
Try again.
Oh, sorry. Again.
See right there, it's already going through you. It's just move. It's just because it's full armor. It's just attacks. But I'll try to wait a little bit for the last hit to come out. again. I see, like you were attacking me, but it just went through it, you know.
Yeah. So like,
Because it's an armor move. But the other ones, they already get hit out because they have no armor, you know.
So the gamma how, okay, so this gamma how you try, you'll like parry the 2 attacks and then you just press 2 and then that's where you get the punch. Is that how it works?
Yeah. I mean, you gamma howl it. I mean, because you can just you have access to all the stance moves in this, right? It's just about choosing the right one for the situation, because the game doesn't just give it to you. Like, you have to figure it out as yourself with Jack. Where you're like, okay, do I try to armor through with the bubble or the 2, or do I just? It's only one hit. Like say Asusena running 3-2, Victor running 2. You can just parry the first hit and you punish it with 4-1. You know. But not everyone's the same. You go to Shaheen's running 2. Shaheen's running 2. You can't forward 1 punish. You can only gamma how 4 punish, which is a little bit faster. So I'll parry the Shaheen running 2 into the 4. So every situation in the game is different. Like, the game doesn't change for Jack. Jack just has to figure out what to do for the game, you know. And so that's one of the reasons of being like a real Jack specialist, is like knowing every situation, knowing you know, yeah, like, okay, on this niche move, how to parry it, how to punish it, you know. Can I get a launch? Can I get a 4? Do I have to do a mid because it's gonna crush my high? Do I have to like armor through the rest of these hits because it won't attack? Like one big annoying one to fight against is Farang, because you know Farang is another character that doesn't stop. I'll be trying to parry stuff, but I just get hit out. So you constantly have to do like Gamma How Bubble or Gamma How 2 against like Farangs, you know, certain characters like that. So it's super different matchup to matchup, you know. Just experimenting with it, seeing what you can get and you can't get. It's like you can end up getting a lot of good things if you know what to look for, you know.
Crazy.
The obvious ones are like the running moves off all the different characters, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of a very like, yeah, obvious one. Even generic running 3s like Kazuya's, to parry it and to punish, you know.
Crazy. All right, so just to wrap this one up, we're gonna do things a bit different. So we're gonna do 5 key moves that you will choose, but you have to give just one reason. You don't have to explain too much. Just give one reason why you use it. So like, say for example, let's say I said, oh, Damak 1, quick, fast, slow, and then I'll say like maybe down for 2, catching opponents whiffing or something like that. So 5 of those.
5 quick tracking moves.
We have 5 moves. 5 of your best key moves.
Okay. All right, for sure. Accomplice 2. This one's just super good. Heat engager. I mean, it's launch punishable on block, but it's about, you know, finding the moments where you're gonna hit it, or just using it well with heat. Besides that, shoot, another good one. I'm gonna say 2 jab the goat. Of course, you know, just start off all your mixes, start your pressure with 2 jab. Forward 1. Forward 1's like a way safer move you can just throw out. Just super good tracking, keeps me safe. Crouch down back 1-1. This is right here, just goated. It's his new version of the safe low. The first version of the low it's not safe anymore. It's -11. So to make it safe, you have to out this hit. But this is such a good like little defense checker. You know, just wear down your opponent. I love to just spam it overs and overs. And then you got the 3rd hit extension. You got the charge up, so there's even a little bit of counterplay to it. So it's just really good to spam. And for the 5th one, I'm gonna say I love me sidestep 2, man. Sidestep 2 +9 on block. I mean, it's pretty crazy, but you can go into guard break, or you can go into gamma howl. I mean, so if I'm in heat, I can just +9. You know, mix you up right here. Or just I use it as like a little annoying little chip route. I'll just do sidestep 4. Sidestep 4, gamma howl 4, and then just do it again. Sidestep 4, gamma howl 4. So it's almost like just a way of opening you up, like with lows, but just in another different way with highs, you know. So I just love sidestep 2 for that. So many different ways to use it.
Wow.
But yeah, that's about like just 5 moves I like to use.
Look at this.
Of course, they get antsy with the mid. Yeah, you throw out the mid, you know.
And your plus the okay, fair enough.
That's a lot, yeah. That's 9.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Plus, on regular hit, yeah. You
go.
got cool stuff on regular hit.
This is absolutely crazy. Like, this is the first teach we've done live, and I ain't gonna lie, like, I know that everyone that's watching is just seeing how strong this character could potentially be. Like, it's crazy.
I gotta say, one thing I feel like people think Jack's bad is because they just don't know how to use the Gamma House stance. I mean, I've done a lot of digging and a lot of labbing to see how to use it effectively, and like 1-1 and forward 1 being a different unique situation from forward 3 being different from forward 2 plus 4. It's a lot to take in, and also just having just the knowledge and intuition of using the parry. Like me, I've always been good with parries. I've always been good with timing as well. But using this is really, really easy for me. I'm able to just see all the fruits that come from it. But I feel like that's one of the main things other Jack players struggle with is being able to effectively use this. Something they always tell me is I'm always getting rushed down. How do I stop rush down with Jack? How do I defend against Jack? I feel like I can't do anything. I'm like, yeah, we can't sidestep a lot of things, man. We gotta compensate, kind of cope almost with the Gamma Howl. So as good as it is, there's a lot of risk that comes with it, and that's a good word I used to you gotta cope with having bad sidestep and bad movement with trying to sometimes arm or parry through stuff. It's a lot riskier than just being able to just play regular defense, but we gotta do what we gotta do, So if you want this character to not feel as bad, you gotta start learning how to use Gamma Howl,
I guess that's why you was a Geese Howard main, right? Because you was good with the parries, right?
Yeah, good with the parries, just the timings, feeling the games out. There's a lot of ways you could bully opponent with parries, with defense, So they get, I don't know, they combine my characters almost a little bit. It's a little bit crazy. And I feel like now I'm really popping off,
Sick, man. All right, well, Joe Crush, I appreciate you for coming out, man. This episode is definitely the most detailed side. There's a lot of information that I found out about the character. If the people want to find you, if you do coaching, let them know where they can find you on the social media and how they can get coaching from you, man, if you do.
I got to my pinned tweet on my Twitter, Joe Crush. You can find it on there. My YouTube, Joe Crush. It's in my descriptions, on my YouTube videos. On Twitch, you can find me at Twitch on TK Joe Crush. It's in my commands there too. So any one of my socials to get in contact, you could find it pretty easily. Let me know if you guys want some coaching. It's going pretty well so far. I had over 50 different students, not just Jack players either. Just I'd say more 40% were Jack players. Everyone, there's a lot of variety in it. Just nothing but good results. Everyone has given me good feedback. I've been helping them out a lot. So if you want to get on that, just hit me up. And also, of course, just follow me on all the different socials. I'm making a lot of new YouTube videos, a lot of new Jack guides. So if you want more Jack content, definitely check out my YouTube. That's pretty much it for me, guys.
Nice, man. So as you heard the man, if you want more of that Jack content, if you want to learn more, go check out his stuff, check out his socials, check out the YouTube channel, and
he's doing different tournament runs as well.
Check it out on Twitch. On let him know. So
PNS today,
Nice.
Yeah.
So you gotta let him know. So I hope you lot enjoyed this episode of Teach Me. It's been King J, Joe Crush. I'm learning the stuff with Jack. I know Jack is from what I can see, he's a very, very strong character. So I might try him out at some point because I did play him a bit in Tekken 7. So we'll see how it goes, man.
Yeah. Everyone in this game's got some sauce, man. And Jack, they gave us a whole bunch of new things to find out. And I'm having a lot of fun trying them out. So hopefully y'all will too, playing them out. Hopefully you will too, King J.
For sure.
That's one new thing about this game is so many new Jack players, so many good. I think the rework, I think it was a success. I think it was. So I'm liking him. I was worried, but so far I'm liking him. So I definitely try him out.
For sure, man. Well, we're gonna be on to the next episode. Remember to subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you lot think.
Yes, sir.
Again, check out Joe Crush, and we're gonna be on to the next episode. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.
Peace out, guys. Thank you.